brain. I'm feeling wonderful. We just hit 150 days. Big 150 days. I've been uploading every day for like a month. I'm feeling real good, man. So we got a story time here, man. Oh, man. We're going to talk about the time. Oh, man. I made a few mistakes. Oh, man. We got suspended. We played hooky. We stole. Yeah, let's just hop right into this, man. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscription for me as we try and climb the 200K here. And we so close, I can almost taste it. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed the story times, go ahead and like the video. Shout out to everybody that's already liked the video. And without any further ado, let's get right into this video. And as soon as I walk into the office, how is he doing that? How is he doing that? I see the Renzo Justice already in there. And I'm like, okay, so, this story starts off in 8th grade. 8th grade, there's 4 main characters in this story, but really only one that really matters. But the most important person you need to know is Lorenzo. Alright, this was us in 8th grade. Lorenzo was this very tall, light-skinned kid. I think he had an afro. Only thing that really matters was that he was literally, I think he's the best thief that I've ever met before in my life. He is an absolutely amazing thief. And that's not a good thing. You can't trust Lorenzo. Even if I saw Lorenzo to this day, I probably wouldn't invite him to my house. You know what I mean? Like you can't somebody like Lorenzo, you can't really trust him. Man, I used to see him steal everything, bro. Some of the stuff he would steal, I'm like, wait, how is he doing that? How is he doing that? I remember this one time we was at Best Buy. This man stole one of those little phones out of Best Buy, one of the working ones, not one of the fake ones. You know how they be having fake phones. So no, he stole one of the. I'm like, bro, how did he just steal a phone out of Best Buy? How did he do that, bro? He was very, very, very sneaky, very, very, very sneaky. It's crazy. He could steal anything from anywhere. We'll do other stories later on where we talk about Lorenzo stealing other stuff, but that's the first person you know is Lorenzo, the thief, the super thief. He's probably thieving right now somewhere. Anyways, then we have Jason, Chubbs, white dude, fat dude. We'll probably do other stories with Jason. He's still one of my friends today. He's probably watching this video right now. Jason, what's up, baby? How you feeling, baby? Jason, baby. Yeah, we got this dude named Chubbs, and then we have this dude named Justice, who's also one of my really good friends. He was a little shorter than me, a little lighter than me, but not light skinned, but a little lighter than me. And we were like the 2 best players in our school in basketball. So we were good friends. We were always very competitive. I'm not gonna lie, he probably had the edge in 8th grade. He probably had the edge in 8th grade. We were the best 2 for sure, no doubt about it. Really nice. Okay, so we used to hang out a lot, and do mischievous stuff. As a kid, I'm not gonna lie, man, I made a lot of bad decisions as a kid. I won't say a lot, but I did stuff that I probably shouldn't have done. You know what I mean? I'm glad that I straightened out, but I used to be kind of wild as a kid, and I blame it a lot on my surroundings. When I was in Connecticut, I wasn't real wild. For those of you who don't know, I lived in Chicago until like 2nd or 3rd grade. Then I moved to Connecticut from 3rd grade to 6th grade or 7th, and then I moved back to Illinois at like 7th grade, beginning of 7th grade, and I stayed in Illinois all the way through high school, and then I moved out. Right. So when I lived in Connecticut, I don't think I was that bad. But when I came back and I was a little bit older and I was in Chicago again, I had some bad influences, and I feel like they got me to do stuff that maybe I shouldn't have been doing. So anyways, let's get the video started. Okay, so there was ways that you could leave the school. There was doors that you could kick open. Doors that didn't have cameras. So we had ways of leaving the school. And once we became 8th graders, that's when we really felt like we were the kings on the campus. You know what I mean? And we were on it. Me and Justice were on the basketball team. So we were really feeling ourselves. So sometimes at lunch we would leave out and we would like go get lunch from different places. Nothing crazy, but we break open the door, go get lunch, and then have somebody come open the door and we get back in and we do stuff like that. Okay, so the first what happened was we went to Johnny Rockets, which was in Old Orchard, I think. And the way Johnny Rockets is set up, it's like a diner parlor type thing, right? So so basically we went in there, we bought our food, we had all intent of paying, all of us paid. But right before we were getting ready to pay, Lorenzo told us, she was like, yo, guys, I'm not going to pay. I'm just going to walk out of here. And we're like, what, you're going to walk out of here? Like, we were sort of sitting at the back diner, and you pay at, like, the front. We're like, how's he going to get all the way out of here? You know what I mean? Like, what is he doing? He's acting crazy. Like, da, 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 da. And he just walked out, didn't pay. But we were too scared to do that. The first time Lorenzo did that, he was the only one that did that. Nobody else followed after him. Me and Justice and Chubbs, we all paid, right? Second time we do it, we end up going to this breakfast place. Now, while we were sitting in Johnny Rockets the first time, we were talking about, yo, maybe one day before school, we could like all meet up and get some food, you know what I mean? And then come to school late. We didn't really care. There wasn't really like a specific amount of absences you could miss or anything. It's middle school. Like nobody really cared, you know what I mean? So we're like, yeah, maybe one day we'll go get some breakfast before school, you know what I mean? Get a little vibe, ride our bikes back to school and be all cool, you know what I mean? Be all cool, whatever, right? So we decided to go to this place called Le Peeps. This is what Le Peeps looks like. It's in downtown Evanston. It's a nice breakfast place. We go to Le Peeps. We get breakfast from this place, and it was really good. And again, Lorenzo, honestly, to our surprise, said he wasn't paying. This was a breakfast place. I wasn't gonna try it. Even though I was a little wild, I wasn't like that bad of a kid. I'm like, I'm not messing, But Justice decided to join in on him this time. So Justice and Lorenzo decided to both not pay at this restaurant. And basically what happened was they literally just both walked through the door at separate times, acting like they were going to the bathroom or something like that, and they just walked out. And first Lorenzo did it, and he just walked out. And we're literally like we're at the like one of the tables by the door, and he just like walks past us, and he's like laughing, and we're just sitting down, and we're like, what's going on? And then Justice go ahead and does the same thing, and he dips, and we're like, what's going on? But I still didn't want to do it. Chubbs, Jason still didn't want to do it. So we went to the front. We paid our 2 tabs. We only paid for us. We just acted like we didn't even know them. The people at the front didn't say anything to us. I don't even think they realized what was going on at the time because it was such a big restaurant, so much going on. I don't even think they really realized. And we paid, so it's not like all of us left. You know what I mean? So I think that also helped them too, was the fact that we paid as well. So me and Jason paid. We're like, yo, you guys are crazy. Like, I can't believe y'all did that. And like, man, y'all should have did it too. Y'all should have did it too. And then after the second time of them, or the second time of Lorenzo doing that, and me seeing him not paying, now I'm really considering that maybe he might be onto something here. And kids, obviously you shouldn't do this, but that's sort of how I was feeling. So now we're going back to the school. It's late. First period's already ended. I want to say it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. School starts at like 8, 8:30, something like that. I can't remember, right? So when we get to the school, we all go in at separate times. We all wait like 20 minutes outside. So it took a while because there was 4 of us. We all had to wait like 20 minutes, 10, 20 minutes before each one of us went in through the front door. Because we went in through the front door. We didn't like break in through a back door, which is maybe what we should have did. But we went in through the front door and we came in and we said that we were late or whatever. But we couldn't all go in at the same time because when you're that late, you have to like go to the office. And if we all would have showed up at the office at the same time, it would have been looking kind of sketchy. You know what I mean? So we all waited. We went in at separate times and then we're all in there. So yeah, then we started telling our friends about it a little bit. Not too many people, but we started telling some people about it, how we were playing hooky and we thought we were cool, blah, blah, blah. We felt pretty lit, right? Okay. Now it's time for iHop. Okay. Third time, we decide again, a week or two later, we want to go get breakfast again before school. So we went to this place called iHop. I'm sure you've all heard of iHop before. This iHop happened to be located right next to Le Peeps. Le Peeps was on the front of the street, and then if you turn the corner, right, literally like right here, like 2 or 3 down was an iHop. So they were very close to each other. We went to iHop. We couldn't go to Le Peep because they had just stolen out of there. So we had to find somewhere else that we couldn't go back in there, right? So we go inside iHop. We get our food. It was delicious. I got my signature waffles with ice cream and bacon, and oh man, it was great. Anyways, I got distracted there. So after we finish eating our food, Lorenzo tells us again he's not gonna pay. And by this time, this is the third time. By this time, we're all comfortable with not paying. We're all pretty comfortable with the idea of not paying, right? So Lorenzo goes first. He walks out by himself. He just literally walks out. We still didn't want to go first, though. Still didn't want to go first, but Lorenzo went first, walks out, walks right past us, no problem. We're like, all right, cool. So then we all go walk over by the door, because obviously where you pay is by the door. Normally, that's how most IHOPs are. That's how this one was, right? So we're all sort of walking by the door. And I was still kind of debating paying. I'm like, do I want to do this? Do I want to steal? Do I want to break the law? Is this something that I want to do right now? I don't know. And the line in front of me to pay was kind of long. And because the line was kind of long, I was sort of kind of back, sort of kind of by the door. And I was like, man, you know what? Forget it. And the moment I had a chance and they weren't looking, I just walked out of there. Now, obviously, this is a family friendly, you know what I mean? We don't curse. I don't want to negatively influence anybody. So you shouldn't have done that. That was the first mistake that I made. I shouldn't have tried to do that. So I walk out. We all get out fine. I feel this rush in my chest. I feel like I just jumped off the Empire State Building. I'm feeling crazy, right? I'm feeling so much adrenaline from leaking out a back door. But I'm feeling all this adrenaline, right? So we went back to the school. We did the same thing. We all went in at different times. I was feeling so much adrenaline from doing it. I'm not gonna lie. When we went to lunch, man, I was telling everybody. I was telling everybody. Me, Lorenzo, Justice, Charles, we were telling everybody. They were getting so jealous. People were talking about they wanted to do it next time with us. I'm like, yeah, I know what you do now. We got to keep the squad small. Okay, maybe we'll let one person in. But we can't have too many people. You know what I mean? We thought we were so cool. We were going around bragging, telling all our friends at lunch. Right? Feeling like the man. I walk into my next period. I be feeling like the man when I walk through. I walk into class. I'm like, what's good, baby? Everybody in the class laughing because they kind of know what happened because of the office situation and everything like that. I mean, because of lunch, because we all have lunch in the same. Everybody in the grade has lunch in the same cafeteria. So I'm walking in the classroom feeling all cool, and some people in there. So I was whatever. Okay, right? So then, boom. I'm in my next period after lunch. Boom. Get called down to the office. On the ring, ring, ring. As loudspeaker goes off. Excuse me, y'all. Can you send Clark down to the office? And now everybody who knows what I did is like, ooh. Then I'll go, ooh. And I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, I already kind of knew what time it was, but I was sort of in the now. I'm like, nah, maybe my mom's here. Maybe somebody's dropping something off. They're not calling me down for what I think they're calling me down for right now, are they? And as soon as I walk into the office, I see Lorenzo, Justice, and Chubbs already in there. And I'm like, tough. Super, super tough. So as soon as I see them, I already know it's like, oh no, this is bad. This is actually bad. Like this is, okay, interesting. So we're all down in the office, but we're not in it. We don't go all talk to the principal together. We all talk to him separate. That's how they try and get you. You know what I mean? They do that same thing with the police tactic. They like to do it separate so they can see if they can get somebody to squeal, somebody to rat. We had already made a pact before that if we were to ever get in trouble, nobody was going to say anything. So we really didn't even need to say anything to each other in the office. We already knew what time it was. Nobody was going to say anything. That's what we figured, right? Everybody was going to hold true to the pact, right? So our principal's name is Mr. Mack. He was a white dude. He sort of had like cool curly hair. I actually like Mr. Mack. Looking back at it, he was a really nice, cool, dope principal. Shout out Mr. Mack. I don't know if he still is a principal at Shoot. Maybe, probably not. It's been a while, right? That was in 8th grade. That was like 12 years. Yeah, it's probably not. But Mr. Mack, cool dude. Super cool dude, right? So he calls us in the office one by one. He calls me in there. He's like, Clark, so some of the kids are saying that, you went to IHOP today during breakfast during your first period when you should have been at school. I just wanted to know if these rumors are true, what happened, and you can be honest with me. I'm just trying to figure out what the deal is. And he tried to be like real nice and real, you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, we didn't. No, we never. Why would we know? We would never do something like that, Mr. Mack. We're great. No, I'm an upstanding citizen. I'm on the basketball team. No, we would never. Never thought about it. And I was scared saying that because I wasn't sure if somebody else had told or not. I wasn't sure if he was saying that and somebody else had already told. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little worried about Chubbs. I'm like, Chubbs might tell. I don't know. But I said that and he was like, okay, cool. And then he was like, all right, well, if I hear anything else or anything, I'll let you know. You're free to go back up to class. And then we go back up to class. And then after class or in the between periods, I'm talking to Chubbs and Jason and Lorenzo. And they're like, no, nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. No, nobody said anything, right? We're good. Everybody's like, yeah, no, we didn't do anything. We're good. I'm like, right. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, cool. Just nobody say anything. Nobody tell any more people. And we should be good, all right? We almost got caught there, but we stay strong in the pocket, and we're good. We're not good. We're not good at all. Mr. Mack, that same day after school, goes down to IHOP, to the alleged IHOP. I don't know if he went to multiple IHOPs or just maybe he had inside intel information. I don't know. But he pulled up to the right IHOP and he had this big yearbook photo. It was a huge, super huge yearbook but it was everyone's photo from that grade. It was like in this huge frame, super big, right? Super big. He takes this big old huge thing down to IHOP and he says, excuse me, were these 4 kids right here? And he points us out on this big, huge yearbook frame picture thing, right? Did these kids come to IHOP and not pay? And then obviously IHOP says, as a matter of fact, they did come to IHOP and they did not pay. So we come into first period the next day. I had no idea of any of this at the time, right? I found this out afterwards. I had no idea about any. I'm thinking we're good. I'm still a little paranoid, but I'm thinking we're good. Get a call down to the office. First period. I'm like, yo, what is good? What is going on? Like, what's good, man? Why am I going back down here again? That's twice in less than 24 hours. So when we get down there, instead of us all going in separate, he has us all in this big, huge office, and we're all sitting at the table. He's at the head of the table. And he's like, so I went down, I took this down there, and it turns out that you guys were at IHOP. And we all looked at each other, and we literally just, just like our soul got sucked out of us. We were just zombies. And and we were all just looking at each other like, yeah. So we found out. He's like, so, because you guys lied and because you did school, you guys were all getting suspended. And we're like, oh my goodness. I think he suspended us for like 10 days too. It was at least 5 days, which is kind of a long suspension for just, you know what I mean? But then again, we didn't pay and we missed school. So yeah, we got like 5 or 10 days. I don't even know. It wasn't ideal. Mr. Mack made us all go down there with our parents at separate times. And we all had to pay the money back. Or maybe we gave the money to him. I think we went down there and paid, though. Yeah, no, we went down there and paid. And for some reason, we had to pay so much more. It's not like they just wanted the money for our food. They wanted like 3 times the amount. So the food was like, what, $12? We had to pay them like $40 each. And $40 for an 8th grader is a lot. I mean, my mom paid it, but she didn't pay it. Like, I still had to pay it. She was just loaning me some of the money because I didn't have $40. And I had to, like, work to get money. And I was only getting, like, $20, $15 a week. You know what I mean? So, like, I had to, like, work a few weeks just to pay off this tab or whatever. So, yeah, we had to go down there. We had to pay, right? We got suspended, right? And then, on top of that, as I'm leaving iHop, and I'm like walking back to my car, one of the managers or one of the co-workers or something from the Peep is like outside smoking a cigarette or something like that. And they see me and they're like, hey, come over here. And I'm with my mom, so it's not like I can just run off. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is, bro? Yo, I swear karma be like, bro, like, what's good? What is going on right now? So I'm literally like getting ready to walk to my car. This dude at the Peeps is outside. He's like, hey, come here. He's like, hey, you came to the Peeps and you didn't pay. And I'm trying to tell him that no, that wasn't me. I actually paid. Like, I paid for mine because I had paid for mine. I only did it one time, and I never did anything to the Peeps. He's like, no, you came, you didn't pay. No, you came, you didn't pay. And my mom didn't believe me because I had just gotten in trouble with that, right? So my mom paid for that. So she ended up paying for Justice or Lorenzo. I don't know if I had to pay for both. I don't know if she had to pay for both, and then I had to pay for both. But yeah, I had to pay for that too. I had to pay for them too. I don't even remember if I got the money back from them or not. I want to say I didn't, which kind of irritates me to this day. But yeah, I had to pay for them too, man. I didn't even do anything. I didn't even steal out of the Peeps, and they made me pay for the Peeps too. So yeah, I had to pay all that. It cost me like $100, $120, which is a lot of money for an eighth grader. The hell. So yeah, man, got suspended. And then after that, we never really played hooky again. Honestly, I don't think we ever missed first period. I think that was the end. That was the end of that. So anyways, the moral of the story here is you should not play hooky. Shouldn't miss school just to do nothing. And you definitely shouldn't dine and dash. It's not the good thing getting in the habit of. It's a petty crime. You know what I mean? It's like, why are you... You're doing a lot for just a little. It's like, bro, just paid it. You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, don't be like me. Don't dine and dash. Don't play hooky in school. It's not worth it. You'll probably get caught. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. So anyways, man, that's going to do it. I feel like I've been sitting here for a while. I don't know if I have or not. My timer says 29 minutes, but I don't know if I started it exactly when I started. Anyways, that's going to do it. If you're new to the channel, man, if you enjoyed the story, go ahead and slap a like on the video. Let's try and get we need at least 10,000 likes for another story time. We should be able to hit that pretty easy, but we need at least 10,000 likes for another story time. I don't know if I'm going to wait till I hit 200K to do another story time or what. But I do still have a lot of stories, but I want to try and space them out a little bit. That's why I didn't do one last week. You know what I mean? But if you haven't checked out any of the other story times, I do have a playlist on my channel. You can go check out all the other ones that I've done and I've dropped so far. Go check those out. But yeah, man, until next time, that's going to do it. It's been your boy. I hope you guys all enjoyed the story, the positive energy, the high energy. Don't steal, though. Definitely don't steal. Don't play hooky. Subscribe if you do. And everybody stay happy, stay healthy out there, man. And that's gonna do it for this one, man. Mr. Mac, man, going above and beyond, man. That's kind of why I liked him as a principal. Even though that was doing a lot, he was a really cool dude, a nice dude, and like, you know what I mean? A lot of principals wouldn't even care that much. I feel like wouldn't even care that much about their job to like go down to the iHop and like, you know what I mean? He was determined to get us out of there. Well, yo, man, anyways, man, that's gonna do it, man. I'm out of here. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, Mr. Mack had a son that was in our grade. Maybe he got word of it and snitched. Maybe he got word of it and 6ix9ine our list. Maybe he got word of it and 6ix9ine this. I don't know. But that's worth bringing. It's worth pointing out. Anyways, that's gonna do it, man. I'm out of here. Peace. Oh, man.